felt sexy.
Oh, I suck. Hello, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, I'm terrible at this. I should be fired from my job. Welcome, everyone, to another Red Valkyrie Presents. I am, of course, Lady Shae, because why would we not? And I'm going to move out of this view because it's weird.
You're weird.
You know what? I don't need your shit, okay? I'm trying to breathe through a respirator.
Hey.
There's a lot going on here.
The only reason I haven't fired you for constantly fucking up and not taking down the thumbnail is because, I mean, have you seen you?
Yeah, I gotta say, the bald look is not terrible.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gotta agree.
It works.
I'm okay with it. I'm oddly okay. Now, I don't know if my skull is actually this nice, which would play a factor. However,
Next time we meet up, I'll bring the razor.
please no. Pretty please no. How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing awesome. Really, really excited to have this project on. It was a close call.
Yes, it
Yes.
certainly was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're here with Lucifer, which is the weirdest thing in the world for me to say, especially because I am Christian. So I'm like, oh gosh, this is so creepy.
Let's get Lucifer on.
Yes, exactly. I was like, man, this is kind of hard to sell. Like,
And help him sell
we're
his
gonna have
product.
Lady Satan on, and they're like, yeah, who's the creator? And I'm like, But we are here with Lucifer Storm. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you very much, and thank you for having me on, Lady Shae and Alex. This is awesome. I'm really looking forward to this.
Fuck yes. I am so happy we were to get you on. So here's the funny thing. For anyone who doesn't know, Lucifer and I were talking, like,
Yes.
all the way back before he ever launched. And we were like, gonna get you on. No problem. Totally gonna happen. And then we both completely forgot.
Yes. Life got in the way, and things got busy.
It really did. And then randomly, Alex is like, hey, so why didn't we get Lady Satan on? And I was like, oh shit, that was a thing. Fuck. And then we, of course, reached out. Lucifer was like, yeah, I'm not funded yet. And we all had a heart attack and then decided we're going to do a bonus stream right before Regen Cycle. Because why the fuck not, man?
Yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
for this. And then,
Hell
of
yeah.
course, right before we get you on, you get $1 overfunded.
Which is fucking amazing.
really
Absolutely
is.
amazing.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Okay, I have to take this off because I can't breathe.
Oh, yeah. We can hear you better.
Yeah, I can.
Almost
I can
too
breathe
well.
oxygen. It's wonderful.
Oh, I don't know. I, as a smoker, I think oxygen's overrated.
Oh, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? All right, so before we get into your pitch of Lady Satan, we're gonna watch your badass trailer because yeah, exactly. Bring it up.
Turn it up.
You'll think as a music, prison forever. Wanna discussing what you want. You son of a bitch, I'm gonna hate you forever. Permanent thing is, I'm spitting your face. go. You coward, you weirdo, you faceless. Hatred is a force to keep wanting me. Am I mistaken or am I see? He's singing your voice and dying me. Screaming, what a freak out.
Oh, it's fucking metal. I love it. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, and look, you jumped a little bit. That also makes me happy. So now
Oh,
you're
fantastic.
You're a little bit more. How come your fixed skull changed? You know what? That's what happened. Fucking exchange rate shit.
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
bullshit. It's okay. It's all right. You're still.
Boy,
you're
did
still
it get
over.
better for him or worse?
Exactly.
For him?
As long as it stays over, I'm fucking
It's
cool with
it
it.
literally like the exchange rate literally went boop, and so it like it just went up a little bit, but so did the goal, so it stayed exactly the same.
I thought there might have been another backup. Oh, well.
Yeah, oh, it's just a fucking exchange rate. It's some bullshit. So, how about we hear from the man himself exactly what is Lady Satan? Because this looked killer from jump, and the more I saw, I was like, oh, this is really disturbing and terrible, and I
Yes.
really kind of dig it.
You're my kind of reader, then.
Yeah, I like the gore and violence and all of the action-y stuff like that. It's up my alley. So, take it away, Lucifer. Tell us all about Lady Satan.
Thank you. Lady Satan is a revenge tale unlike any other. It takes elements of the horror and the thriller genre and blends them together with a noir aesthetic to tell a truly haunting, character-driven story that will take you down a path of vengeance and darkness. This is the story of Lucille, a stripper from France who was abducted to be the lead in a snuff film, but she did something that no one else has done. She survived, and because of that, she has become the vigilante Lady Satan, traveling from town to town, taking down small-time crooks, until she ends up on British soil. And once there, she discovers that the man who abused and tortured her in front of the camera is a high-ranking British police officer who is under investigation from the MI5, which means she has one chance, and one chance only, to exact her revenge.
Damn.
Before they snatch him up and throw his ass in jail.
Hell yes. And bear in mind that like, as well as having to face this monster who traumatized her so badly, like the effects of surviving a snuff film, she's not right in the head. You know, she's got PTSD, she's got an anxiety disorder. She also has to deal with PGAD. Do you know what PGAD is?
That
No,
I do not.
never heard of it until your trailer, and I watched the other trailer, not the one with that music in it, but the one where you're talking to the camera and it's intermixed.
Yes. PGAD is persistent genital arousal disorder, which means that whenever she kills someone, she ends up having a very painful and debilitating orgasm.
Ooh. Good
Yeah.
shit. How do you
Yeah.
even... Hold on, wait. I need to take a second to digest what you just said.
You need
How in
a
the
second to digest the painful orgasm? Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck, like, Lucifer, bless your heart. What the hell is wrong in your head that's where your mind goes? And like, I'm gonna write this thing. Let me look up crazy weird arousal disorders and see if I can find one to work for my book.
Well, I felt that she didn't have like enough conflict in the story.
I'm sorry. Being abducted, horribly abused and mutilated, somehow getting away and not having a snuff film end as a snuff film was not enough.
Well, this is the thing. When it comes to writing stories and creating characters, I'm a fucking sadist. What can I say? I look at scenes and I go, okay,
Wow.
that's pretty horrible. How can we make it worse?
Yeah.
You couldn't have let her have like the enjoyable type of orgasm every time she kills people. I mean,
Well, there's nothing to say that she doesn't learn how to enjoy them.
well, that's true. I suppose if you're a masochist, having a painful, uncontrollable orgasm would really trigger pleasure. So there you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
But yes,
Look, Zachary knows. Never go through a writer's Google search history, especially Lucifer's.
yeah, really do not go through mine. It's fucked up.
And Luke is saying the traumas have traumas.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love our chat so much. You're everything to comics when I try to not be. fucking brutal.
Oh,
lad.
that's fucking awesome. Like it's so funny because the amount of times like I've done shows with like my man Russ Leach, who does the book Only Death Could Save Us.
Yeah.
He always talks about like how it's action, not violence. It's romance, not sex. And then I chime in and go, yeah, I do the complete fucking opposite.
You're like, no, it's just straight up violence with a lot of sex and
Yes,
some pretty
yes.
fucked up daddy issues, but it's fine.
You guys go for your kid-friendly stuff. That's fine. I'm all for it. I'll support you. But let me do my thing.
I gotta say, so you have so many like small details here because it's such a high contrast comic that I'm sitting here getting into costume. I'm feeling all good, like, yeah, I did a pretty decent job, and then I get to this panel and I go, are those fucking scars on her mouth? And I was like, son of a bitch. So I start scrolling through and I'm like, she's wearing a mask every other fucking time. So there they are.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a last minute addition of shit. How do I make this work? That didn't work. Try something else.
Get the Sharpie out. Fucking out.
Fuck it, it'll wash off later. It's fine.
Alex, here's a knife. Mutilate me, quick.
I'd have to throw that knife really hard. Only like 2,300 miles. What is that?
That's
like
fine.
3,500 kilometers.
I'm good. I'm good. See, but here's the problem: is then I got like mine, and I would just deflect and it'd be fine. Because I
Oh, you
like
wanna
my
have a
face
knife fight?
unscarred.
Okay.
Bitch, I would win in a heartbeat just off of
I
arm
will
reach.
catch you.
My
No,
arm reach would get you before you even had a chance.
I duck under and
Tiny
go for the
person.
ankles. Shut up. You're so mean. I'm 5'8" now. Leave me alone.
No, you're not. Lying to somebody who makes your ID does not make you 5'8".
Okay. Don't say somebody who makes your ID like I got it out of the back of Vinny's truck or Tony's van or whatever. It was the lady at the DMV.
Yes. The lady at the DMV who, while I was bitching at Alex over the phone, goes, oh, so she's tall. You know what? I'm putting that you're 5'8". That was like, you're 5'7". Like, you are not 5'8". It's 5'7" and a half. She goes, that's close enough, honey. And just put 5'8" on your fucking license. It's not the same thing as being 5'8".
And she's like, are you still 165? I'm like, let's go 160.
Oh, why don't we just take 5 pounds off? I was like, good fuck if I can do this shit. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take a couple years off. I'll take a few pounds off. It's fine. That's life.
That's my life. Live with it.
Anyway, back
I'm sorry
to the
you joined the
fucking
military where they measure you within a millimeter.
No, I joined the military where somebody who's 5'1" measures me, and I'm a straight foot taller, and they go 6'3", and I was like, you're looking at like a really
Yeah.
steep angle. Would you
There's
like me to
forced
read it for
perspective
you?
there.
If I go tippy toe, I can be eye level with it. Would you like me to read
Let me
it?
pick you up.
Exactly. I've legit offered to do that to somebody. They were like 6'3", and I was like 6'1". What the hell? And they go,
Make a basket with your hands.
they're like, well, from here. I go, do you want me to put you on my shoulder so you can read it? And they went, no, I'll take your word for it. 6'1" sounds good.
Aww.
I love it. I love it. So Lucifer, you probably have not heard about Tony.
No.
We got a patch guy, and his name is Tony. And he
Cool.
totally, the way that I end up saying it is I know a guy, and it totally sounds like I have mob connections. And I swear it's just the guy who does really awesome patches. But if you ever need patches, let me know.
Well, at least your Tony does patches. My Tony, he's called Too Far Tony for a reason.
That's concerning. I'm just going to put the drink
Okay,
down.
is this the type of too far Tony that would get our streak struck? I'm just curious.
Oh, everyone loves him. Absolutely loves him. He's got no filter whatsoever. And occasionally you'll be down the pub just minding your own business, and then all of a sudden you're like, whose finger is that up my nose? Oh, hello, Tony. You're here.
Shae,
Wait.
I didn't know your dog's name was Tony.
My dog started doing that today. It was really annoying. I'd be like, stop doing that. And then she'd just push her nose into your finger. And I was like, why? So I have a question.
Don't leave out the
Lucifer,
second step. And then she backs off and...
and licks my finger.
Oh. Your dog
It's-
has brain damage.
My dog is special. So I have a question about Too Far Tony, totally unrelated to Lady Satan's case. Has Too Far Tony ever hung out on the Lincolnshire Main Street?
Not that I'm aware of.
The reason I ask is when I was stationed there, one of the girls just got there and was sitting on a park bench in the middle of Main Street waiting for one of the other Americans to come because she was going to show her around to the shops and all that shit.
Yeah.
And while she's sitting there, this British guy came up and he's like, hello. And she goes, oh, hi. And then out of nowhere, he grabbed her face, licked her from chin to eyebrow, and then ran away. That was it.
What?
Welcome to
And
England.
she just sat there and was like, oh, what just happened? And like, she's super prissy. She was a very like prim and proper. I got like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and all that kind of shit. Yeah. So getting licked from chin to eyebrow was that was an experience for her.
Dude.
And she refused to go back out to Main Streets without other people. She was like, if you're not with me, I'm not waiting for you on Main Street. It's like the last time I did that, I got licked. I was like, really? Nobody's ever bothered me on Main Street. I think it's the heels.
I think it's because you dress like this.
I'm just saying, I probably wouldn't fuck with me, but, it doesn't stop people from trying.
There's always one asshole that's like, no, I can take him.
Oh yeah. Oh, that happens all the time. In fact, we have another one of those. This just turned into like my time in England rants, but I don't care. We were going for my leaving due, and we did a pub crawl in costume.
Awesome.
Right? And so I was dressed as the female Riddler, and I had the giant question mark cane, but I had the one from the Arkham games, so it was all hexagonal.
Yes.
One of my girlfriends was dressed as Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was heavily intoxicated and continued to follow her to brush up against her ass and just play it off as he was too drunk. So the second time it happened, I saw it, and he got close to her again, and I stepped in the way, and his friends had to intervene. They were like, whoa, 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 it's okay. And I go, if he touches her ass one more time, I'm shoving this cane the wrong way up his ass. And they looked at me and I go, and I'm American, so if you think I won't do it. And they go, I think we're gonna go. Thank you so much. You have a lovely night. And like they're like pushing him out the door, and he's like, but there's Catwoman. And they go, get the fuck out the bar. Like, you need to leave the pub now. The tall one will murder you. And so he left. I think we saw them later that night, and he looked at me and he goes, oh, it's the tall one again. We went the other way down some back alley. I was like, oh, good, I've made an impression.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I like the fact that there was that split second in his head where he's like, getting the Riddler's cane up my ass the wrong way, Catwoman's ass.
He's like, but maybe. And his friends are like, do you see how it's shaped like a box? Yeah. I think she will actually do it.
See how it's like minimum 4 inches wide?
Yeah, it was about like this. Like, I was like,
with
I will shove this.
Turns.
I will shove that up your ass. And he was just like, I'm good. I'm sorry. He was like, have a good night. I was like, oh, you sobered up real quick, didn't you? Get the fuck out of here. I fucking loved, oh my gosh, I love some of my time in England because it was hilarious. Okay. You have...
Back to the actual campaign.
Back to the campaign.
Yes, I almost forgot I had one for a second.
No more time in England stories. I couldn't help it. Some of them, look, if you want to have a really interesting night and have people drink you under the table and have some of the most ridiculous I was out drinking stories, go hang out in England.
Wow. Yes.
Like
yes,
anywhere. Pick somewhere in England.
Just read our chat, Shae.
I don't want to. I'm not reading that out loud.
I'll do it. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not scream. I'm going in dry. said the vicar to the actress.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So
go in there. It's that time of night. I'm fully funded.
We're now in celebration mode, so let's just
Okay.
Let's just do it, man.
Really, Christopher C?
Damn it, Chris. I love and hate all of you so fucking much.
I'm just saying, we need some backings and super chats up in this bitch if you guys are
Right?
going that hard.
Look, if we get some more backings for Lucifer, and maybe, I don't know, what do you think, Zai? Like $20 in super chats? I'll stay in this when we go to Regen Cycle.
Works for me.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Wait, will you switch to color? That is the question.
No, because the bald cap looks absolutely shit in color. I know my limitations. Yeah, and Wolverine says, I'm just saying, guys, it's been 19 minutes and I'm already thinking Lucifer might enjoy an invite to Regen Cycle later, which you obviously have, Lucifer. If you just feel like staying up and saying fuck it, by all means, but I know it's late for you. So
Yes, it is a wee bit late, and this campaign has fucking taken it out of me, let me tell you. It's been worth it, though. Been so worth it.
yeah, I'm super happy. And now here's the best part. Now that you're funded and we don't have the pressure of, oh fuck, we have to get it funded. Like, if it doesn't get funded on Red Valkyrie, I'm gonna cry. So you got funded right before by $1.
Yeah.
And now we can actually talk about all of the stretch goals that are coming out of this, which is fucking amazing. So let's talk about what you've got at the 2,500 pound stretch goal.
Yes, we got a lovely little Lady Satan bookmark. There will be an image on the other side. I'm just not showing you what it is yet.
Oh, you tease.
I know. Well, you got to leave your audience hungry, haven't you?
There's a reason that my camera isn't tilted down any farther. I understand entirely. See how my name goes right over? See, you gotta use your brain. You gotta use your brain.
I'm sorry, you said
right.
what? What?
What?
Do you have a name? I don't see anything.
You're an asshole. It's still not enough, though, so fuck you. Christopher C, thank you for the $5. He said, okay, full heart. I didn't want to sound like a noob.
You didn't want to sound easy? Thanks, Chris.
Oh, Chris. You're
At least own your
adorable.
kink.
Right? Good hell. This is hilarious. See, and Zachary, I agree. He goes, I would have paid to see Lucifer's victory dance after his stream of Fridge. Okay, so it's 3,000 pounds. What else are they getting?
They'll be getting the bookmark and I believe you guys call it a button.
Oh, a
A
pin.
pin.
Yep.
Yeah, a pin. We just call it a badge here, but yeah, you'll be getting one of them, a nice one of them. Bear in mind, like if you're back in this campaign, like you're already getting the book. You're already getting a credit in the book as like one of the producers. If you signed up to the pre-launch, you're getting a sticker. So when you get to these stretch goals, you're getting plenty more goodies.
I'm just saying $5,000 patch.
That's not a bad idea. I do have a couple of ideas for the future stretch goals, but I want to get that first stretch goal unlocked first, and then I'll start revealing what the other perks from the stretch goals will be.
I like
And
it.
our chat is
And a
trolling
patch
each
might
other.
be-
Oh my gosh, they are. Look at this. You guys are fucking hilarious. Okay, at $4,000, something else will happen, but you won't tell us what that is.
Absolutely. I'm just gonna wait.
Hit you with a delayed gratification.
Yes. If I tell you everything now, people are gonna be like, no, it's all right. I'll hang in.
I mean, potential. I'm just saying, could we possibly on this campaign talk you into a patch?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't
Okay,
take you
so
too much to talk
everyone-
me into a patch.
Everyone, just start backing. Like, come on.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Shae,
what.
Shae dresses Lady Satan for you. Get Shae a patch
I'll
for the
tell you what,
jacket that
guys.
I am not wearing.
I'll tell you what, guys. If we can unlock that first stretch goal during this stream, then I'll make a patch happen.
I'm just
Called the
saying.
bluff.
Who hasn't, right? Who hasn't backed? Because that first hold on, I'm not in pounds, so this is going to be a pain in the ass. What was your
Pound
goal?
me too.
My goal was £2,000. I don't know what that is in US dollars.
27.46.
It keeps changing.
The last check was 27.46. So we need 500 more pounds.
Yes.
I'm
we
just
do
saying,
indeed.
guys, we've done that before. That has happened before. And on a closing
how much?
stream. 500
Awesome.
pounds?
500 pounds.
Yes.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
It is your ex-wife. We need to get your ex-wife's weight in backers.
Yes.
Just a lot
so
of
that-
people.
Just so
That's like 20
that Shae
guys.
can get a patch.
Just so I can get a patch, damn it. Wait, what if it happens before midnight tonight? I'm trying to move the bar just a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that. And it is a reason. Well, are we talking midnight in your time zone or my time zone?
Oh,
'Cause
in my time
midnight.
zone, Mr. 5 hours ahead.
I was about to say, what, in 25 minutes? I mean,
No.
hey, I like a challenge. Right?
Terrible.
Well, fucking hell.
Terrible. No,
all right,
in my
all right.
time
I'll tell you.
zone.
I tell you what. Midnight, your time. If this hits £2,500, we'll put a patch in there.
That's 5.5 hours, guys. Go wake up all your friends. And get all of them to back. Just start grabbing people's credit cards and be like, don't worry, you'll thank me later. It'll be fine.
Go start searching under the couch, between the cushions.
Just start shaking them. I want the fucking patch. Don't tell them any
Where's
more than
the
that.
patch?
Oh my god. That's like Family Guy with Stewie. Where's my money, man?
Yes, exactly. Don't make Shae come to your house dressed as Lady Satan with a baseball bat, please. I just want a patch, guys. Like, I'm just trying to get there with a patch and have it be pretty.
Oh,
Thank you, Frog G.
G. Awesome.
I love this. I was about to say you'd have lost here already. I was like, yeah, Here's the thing. I used to live in England, so I'm used to converting. And so the second Lucifer's like, oh, my time zone? I'm like, fuck no, dude. You're almost at midnight. Think I don't know you. Come on now.
Well, apparently everyone knows me.
I
am the devil after all, apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of people probably
Just
invoked
ask
your
some of my
name.
ex-girlfriends. They'll confirm that for you.
All right, so I have people requesting that we hit refresh. So we will hit refresh. 2903.
That's 2 more backers.
Yeah?
You guys are fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look. We have something called the Valkyrie flight here because our channel has the best fucking audience on the planet. And they love backing as many projects as they can that they feel are decent. And since we are pretty selective as to what we bring on here, usually it happens pretty well on our stream. So I'm happy to see that it's climbed. I'm about to move some money and say fuck it and do this anyway.
So I just have to enact what Wolvie is saying in the chat. Christian Bale as Batman shaking down fuckers for stretch goals. You have heard of me.
Oh, I love everything. Oh, you guys are hilarious. Okay,
Harvey
let's.
Will he back it?
Pledge to me.
Pledge to me.
I fucking can't. Oh shit.
It's not what we pledge.
See,
It's
that's
what we back.
See, Lucifer, this is how they get what they want, is they make me laugh, which makes me lean back in my chair. Okay, let's talk about your
Wait,
fucking
do that again.
perks. No. Stop.
Look, I'm all for getting the guy more funding, but we need funding too. So back the booze.
Go back the fucking book. I spirit gummed a bald cap on me. Do you know what I'm gonna have to do to get this off later? Oh my
She
gosh.
spirit gummed Wolvie's balls.
Oh, you know what I just realized?
That Wolvie doesn't have balls.
No, I'm totally not paying attention to anything that you just said.
Thank you.
So having Silver write it like that reminded me that the way that you say devil in Farsi is shaitan. So
It's the way you say what in Percy?
devil.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's shaitan.
Yeah, shaitan.
Yeah.
So I literally
It works.
just transliterated my name from Farsi to be Lady Devil or Lady Satan. Wow. That's crazy.
Works on so many levels. Just like
It
this book.
does. Levels I wasn't even thinking about because I didn't want to.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Are you M. Night
super deep.
Shyamalan?
I hate you.
What did
Okay, Lucifer. Let's go over
Yes.
your perks so people know how they can back you.
Yes, yes. We'll start with the featured perk. This lovely print set bundle. It is beautiful. You get a soft cover edition of the book. You get an exclusive Indiegogo print, 2 variations of that print. There's the suitable for work version and the absolute filth version. You also get the regular print with it, which is a lovely one where you can see that she's doing this high kick and stuff. Love that. And then you get the A3 exclusive Indiegogo poster where, there's that lovely explosion. I like to think that off panel, that's a head. Just boom.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I can't imagine it's, confetti.
No.
I like the chat too. Zachary says there's a safe for work version, so like a 1-page book. Solid, Zach. Thanks for that. Okay, digital edition.
Yes, this was something that I wasn't going to do originally because I'm just someone who I prefer print over digital any day of the week. But I appreciate there are other people out there who prefer digital or they can only access digital at the moment. And it was because of my main man, Pops Van Sant. He mentioned that. He said, like, think about those guys in Australia who, like, the mail that they're getting in from other countries, it's sitting on their beaches in shipping containers for months on end. They don't know when they're going to get it. But a digital version, boom, like that. It's in their hands. It's cheap. So, yeah, I went for that.
Well, and like I said this on our show yesterday too. The thing that I like is I always prefer to have the physical edition because it just holding a graphic novel in your hand and reading it, there's no comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also travel a lot. Being military, we get put on temporary duty in a whole lot of other places. I really don't want to risk trying to bring 30, 40, 50 comics with me so I have something to read and then have everything get stolen or damaged or whatever. So having it on digital where I can just put it on like a Surface Pro or whatever and read it there is so much more preferred.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I was hearing from one guy who was like, look, I work on an oil rig. How the fuck is the mailman meant to get here?
Yeah, that's fair.
Airdrop.
It's like, look, I can't fucking argue with that. You want the digital version? Here, fucking please have it. I've got no qualms about this.
Yeah, exactly. The other question that I have, so for people that are getting the physical editions, are you including the digital as well, or are they staying separate?
They're staying separate, but you can have the digital as an add-on when you go to checkout.
Okay. Noted. Speaking of the softcover edition, so that you can get for £20, which is about $27.
Yep.
Or you could do what I think is far superior.
Yes.
And pay a little bit extra and get a beautiful hardcover edition. And this is a huge book. It's 130 plus pages.
Yes, and the page count keeps going up. And there's also you've got a foreword by Robert Geronimo. He was very good in saying yes to my pleas and my pleads. And there's also There's also a fan art section because before even launching the campaign, I was already getting people sending in Lady Satan fan art, and I was like, this stuff needs to go in the fucking book.
Awesome.
It just has to. So, like, before the book goes to print, like, bear in mind, we got till July that it goes into print. So if anyone sends in any fan art of Lady Satan, it will quite happily go in the book.
Noted.
I'm just leaving that chat up on the screen. I want you to know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing stuff. You get the filthy... Who says I'm getting the filthy version?
Me.
Oh, okay, with all of your doll hairs?
Yeah.
Is that an American Dad reference by any chance?
What?
Was that an American Dad reference by any chance when Roger's trying to be a porn producer?
I mean, it's really just...
That was
say
actually
it a
from
lot.
Was that from The Jerk with Steve Martin? It was an old Steve Martin movie before it was that, but yeah, they reused it.
Right. Because there was an episode of American Dad where Roger the alien, he's trying to write pornography, and this producer's like, I want you to like write this movie for me, and he's like, here's my offer, and he just writes down 1 million doll hairs.
Yeah. Well, this is shit. I'm sorry. My heart drink cup apparently has shitty seams. It's slow dripping out my drink. How dare it? Very upset. I'll fix it later. So when are you going to print?
It should go into print in June so that we can ship in July.
Okay, so I have some time
Yes.
to not suck at art. Noted. Okay.
No. Lady Satan, hand turkey.
I will. I will. Oh, I
would
do.
fucking love to see that.
Lucifer, I actually have a shit ton of hand turkeys that I've done.
Yes. Creators
quite a
love
few of
them.
them.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's Pops. Yeah, my heart is bleeding slowly. It's bleeding Mountain Dew, or not Mountain Dew, Monster energy drink everywhere.
Well, that's kind of fitting for the character. Just saying, monster.
I mean, that's true. That is true. Okay, so we have a 2-book bundle.
Yep.
Which is the soft cover ×2 and not having to pay double the shipping. So if you got a friend, I wouldn't know what that's like because I definitely don't have any that I would want to buy another edition for.
Okay, you earn this.
I was warned that this would happen.
She's literally giggling over her drink right now. Like,
and it's just me. Welcome to the Lucifer Storm show. Let me tell you about this book that we've got.
Okay, that was fun. And yes, I was 1,000% giggling like a child over my
She brings me back in the wrong fucking thing.
I hate you. Okay. So here is this almost got me because I love fucking t-shirts.
Yes, same here.
I don't love fucking t-shirts. I love t-shirts.
I have 2 of those.
Yes, you
Shae
do.
bought them for me.
You fucking t-shirt whore with your hentai shit on it.
Those shirts are awesome.
I still maintain that she does, like, the panels in the back, she's doing it in the wrong order, but...
She is doing it in the wrong order. I mean,
Very
you don't
much.
stuff your hand in your panties after you stuff your hand in your mouth. You do it before. Just saying.
Anywho. So you can get an awesome Lady Satan t-shirt and the softcover book, or, if you're cooler, you can get the hardcover book.
Oh yes.
You know you like it hard.
Everyone loves the hardcover.
Right? Well, and at 130 pages, that's a big book. So being able to have that protected in a hardcover is very satisfying because you're like, oh, it's most likely not going to get horribly damaged.
You always need protection, especially with ex-strippers. Just saying.
Yes.
Well, it's weird because originally it was just going to be in hardcover, and then I saw the shipping for you guys in like the US, and I was like, "Fuck! I better put a soft cover in here so that you guys have got an option." And most people have gone for the fucking hardcover anyway.
Yeah.
Either that, or they've got the soft cover with like the print bundle or something, and then messaged me and said, "I know it's a bit cheeky, but could you possibly make a mistake and give me a hardcover instead?"
Oh, wow. By the way, Lucifer, just to let you know. So this is
People
where
have been
we
saying
were.
refresh all this time.
I
highlighted
understand that. I was waiting so I would have the conversion, you bitch.
them. Yeah, bitch.
So you are now at $3,084, which is $22.45.
Oh,
GBP.
that's fucking lovely.
So
That we're on the way
we're
to a
getting
patch,
there.
guys.
we're getting it. We want the fucking patch, Lucifer. I don't know if
Yes.
you understand.
Yeah, I got this feeling. I wasn't sure. I thought it might have been something I ate earlier, but clearly you want the patch.
Yes. The patch is a
254
thing.
pounds. That's like a me and a half.
Yeah, that's so $349 ish. So that's just a couple more like decent level backing. Keep in mind, if you're backing in the US, your shipping cost is actually going towards helping this goal rise. So it's not as many backings as it seems. Because we have to pay international shipping, and nobody better bitch about that because the Brits do it for us all the fucking time. So
Fucking right.
shut up and be happy that we can even get it.
Let me tell you. The other day, I picked up a book from the US, and the book was $6.99, and the shipping was just under $35, and I was okay with it.
Yep. And see, and that's the thing is as somebody who's had to ship to the UK several times for various things, it ain't cheap.
No.
Either way. It's not cheap going Royal Mail to here. It is not cheap going Priority Mail to Britain. Because they like to go, well, it has to cross the ocean. I'm like, that takes like not that much time in today's day and age. But you guys like to pretend we have to put it on a steamship and hope it makes it across the ocean.
But my argument to them is, if I didn't ship it, you're still going that way anyway. It's just like giving a friend a lift to work. Just do it.
Yeah, but I mean, kick in some
Exactly.
gas money. I'm sorry, petrol money. I mean,
Petrol. I hate you. Yes. Oh, Pastmaster Dan says digging the Catwoman look, meow. She does have a little bit of a Catwoman vibe, like a tiny
except
bit.
with
Yeah, I
titties.
can understand it.
I mean, I will say though, she is also, if we're gonna pay attention to her full outfit, she's in panties, so it's a little,
Well,
if possible,
in
more
somewhat.
revealing.
I mean, go back to the kick. I mean, the kick. She looked like she was wearing shorts of some kind.
Oh, she's wearing like a mini skirt.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That does not. Those look like lace panties to me with a very large kick.
Underneath the mini skirt is lace panties.
Gotcha. And look at CY. PayPal will send you a debit card so you can spend your balance, which is 1,000% true. And I definitely have a PayPal card because it's so much better. And now we have people rushing to PayPal to correct the issues so they can pay for these things. That would, right? Do it.
How much is
1,000%
25-pound shipping? About 10 kilos, Chris? Oh, you meant something else. Never mind.
And Pastmaster Dan is telling me to stand up. I
No.
did not say that I was in. Wait. Yeah, I'm not in lace panties, so it's not gonna help you any.
But I am.
Lucifer is. And if we get to that goal that we made on this channel, I'm just saying, Lucifer might show us his little lace panties.
Oh no, that's when we hit the 5,000. Look, I may be easy, but I'm not that fucking easy. Come on.
No, easy but never cheap.
I have my standards. They are extremely low, yes, but they are still standards nonetheless.
Okay, seriously, you need to hang out with us a lot more. I don't think I've laughed this hard in a while. We did have... I will neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of that statement. I'm just saying. We did have a question a while back, and yes. I was too busy giggling and laughing.
I believe it was from Warren.
I thought it was from Pops, but no, it was
whatever.
Warren. You're right. What inspired Lucifer to create comics?
Excellent question, Warren. Thank you very much. Well, look, I've been into comics since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, very, very young. And when I was a teenager, I started getting into, like, Image comics. So, like, Spawn had just been released. You know, this is all the way back in the 90s and stuff. And I moved on from Spawn. I discovered stuff like The Crow and Faust, Love of the Damned, and all this outlaw comic stuff. And I was like, oh, this fucking sings to me. Bear in mind, like, at that age... I was a metalhead with a skateboard, a love of comics, a love of horror movies. So like outlaw comics just really fucking spoke to me. And it was when I was about 28, when I turned 28, my father had died from a 10-year battle with pancreatic cancer. And just something about that made me go, you know what? Life is way too fucking short to be going from job to job that I hate, living paycheck to paycheck. So I just took that moment. I was like, well, I've always wanted to tell stories. Ever since I was a kid, I was always writing my own stories and like tracing over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics and shit like that.
Right.
And I thought, fuck it, why not? Just jump overboard without the fucking life jacket and just see what fucking happens, because what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to fail miserably and then you go back to stacking shelves for the rest of your life, but at least you tried, you know. So I jumped overboard. I started off with a character called Jericho, and things started to pick up like real quick. I was self-publishing, I was going to conventions and promoting it. Like the key moment that made me go like, I think I've got something here, was I was at a convention in London promoting the book and just like handing out these issue ones and stuff, and I got to meet Clive Barker, who I'm a fan of anyway. And there was this massive queue to meet him, and I stood there and I was like, fucking hell, I've got one comic left. I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give it to him. Not expecting anything. Like, you know, I got there and I was like, dude, huge Hellraiser fan. I made this comic. I want you to have the last copy. And he stopped the whole fucking line. Before that, he was like, okay, sign, move on, sign, move on. He stopped the whole line. He was like, no, I need to fucking read this. So he fucking read it, and I'm there like fucking sweating like a paedophile near a playground.
Oh shit!
Right?
Don't read it in front of me.
Yeah, fucking right. I'm sweating more than a paedophile near a playground at lunchtime, right?
Oh my god!
And I'm like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? No, this is gonna fucking hurt me. And he gets to the end and he just closed up the book and just went, that was fucking awesome, and then just started asking me loads of questions.
Oh,
and
that is awesome.
I walked away from it and I was like, I could have fucking cried. I was just like, this is such a surreal experience. And the guy that I was with, he was like, do you want to make it even more surreal? I was like, I don't know, do I? And he said, well, there's a couple of guys over there, and we're talking like about 30, 40 foot away. And there's these two guys and they're chatting to each other and they're pointing at me and then chatting to each other. And they've both got a copy of my book. And I'm like, who are these people? Have I met them before? And they started walking over and I was like, you're that guy out of Back to the Future. You're fucking Marty McFly's dad, and you're one of Biff's crew. And they came over and they were like, dude, you're the guy that did this book, right? I was like, yeah. And they're like, can you sign it for me? And
oh, that is awesome.
I was like, fucking right, I could sign it for you. So from that point on, I was like, I'm in comics. That's what I do. I do independent comics, and I'm going to piss off a lot of people along the way doing it, but I don't fucking care.
Good for you. Good for you. Okay, Wolverine says, there seems to be an interesting aesthetic to the book. The ornate carpet, the sharp stripes on one guy's shirt. Was there a particular visual aesthetic you were going for? I did not. I want it known. I did not boot Cy's Chromebook crashed. So
Yeah, guilty conscience. We all know.
nope. Sai is not in the back room. Cannot bring Sai back yet. This is why we keep on putting that PayPal link in the chats. Sai desperately needs a computer. This is getting ridiculous. Chromebooks are pieces of shit.
So to answer that question, with the things like the carpet and the shirt stripes and all that, they weren't intentional at first. Like I wanted that clear noir aesthetic to the whole book. I knew I was going to do this black and white because I've done color books before this, and I always wanted to do them in black and white. So this is like this one suits being black and white. I'm going all in on the black and white. And then when I just drew those panels, I was like, it's missing something. And because of the scene that it's from, I kind of wanted to get that kind of that feel you got when you watch The Shining by Stanley Kubrick. There's like a certain feel in the air when you watch it, and I kind of wanted to make my own version of that. So that's when I started adding like the patterns on the carpet and the stripes in the shirt, and I was like, now this feels good. This feels
I
right.
knew that carpet was from The Shining. I knew it. And it's funny, after I thought that, I randomly went to my Twitter timeline and someone had posted a picture of like their dog or something like that, and their area rug was in that same pattern as the hotel from The Shining.
Awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. That pattern seems to fucking get everywhere, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We also had where are the other questions?
No, Shae didn't boot me. Unfortunately, my chat crashed, and so I had to reload it. And as anyone who knows, I'm on a Chromebook, and nothing will load as long as you're in a basically a video call. So I could not get it to refresh without dropping the stream, refreshing, and coming right back.
Nice. All right. Zachary says, question, let's ask Lucifer his own. Do you believe in the tortured artist? The tables have turned, my good sir.
Now, I know why Zachary's asking this, because on my podcast, I have issues. Every guest I have on, I always ask them where their journey began, and towards the end, I ask them if they believe in the tortured artist. And this is based off of the fact that, do you guys know the comedian Frankie Boyle?
I've heard of him. I don't know him.
Yeah, he's from Scotland, and he used to be like one of the most offensive comedians out there, and now he's like super woke. So I like his old stuff. Let's put it that way. And there was this one show he did. He would often like point at people in the audience, ask them a question about themselves, and then just start insulting them. And there was this one show where he pointed at someone in the audience and said, "All right, big man, what do you do for a living?" And the guy said, "Oh, I'm between jobs." And he went, "Don't fucking lie. That means you're unemployed. Just fucking say you're unemployed." So the guy says, "All right, I'm unemployed." And he goes, "Okay, what do you want to do?" And he said, "I want to do what you do, Frankie. I want to get up on stage and make people laugh." And Frankie Boyle responded by saying, "You haven't been abused enough to do what I do." And the first time I heard that, I laughed. I thought it was funny. Second time I heard it, I was like, I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
You pick up certain books and you're like, this is good, but it's not great. It doesn't really stand out. It's almost as if this person hasn't really experienced life. They've been too happy, And then there's other ones you pick up and you're just blown away. You're left in awe, and you can't help but think, man, this fucker's been through some shit.
Yeah.
And that's where this book comes from. Look at Grant Morrison's The Filth. Perfect example. Like the shit he was going through at the time of making that comic, and it really shows in the pages of the book, And yeah, I do believe in the tortured artist, and whether I am one or not is not for me to decide. It's for the audience to decide. But I definitely believe in it.
Well, so to kind of chime in, because I think it's an interesting topic, I think that the people who feel a need to tell their story are the people who've been through shit and somehow come out the other end.
Yeah.
So when you've gone through whatever...
So wait, the guy from Shawshank, he went through shit and came out on the other.
And there we go. Oh, it's back to the Lucifer Storm show. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Lucifer Storm show. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I know that I am. It's been absolutely wonderful. I didn't really have any plans for this at this moment in time, and Shae's back to save me for.
I just really liked hearing where you were going. I was like, ooh, what's he going to say next? And I was like, I'm going to come back. Zayd wants to know, is this the British John Dillard? No, because Lucifer's a joy to be around. And Dillard
Well,
is
I
an
mean,
ass.
he's wearing sunglasses and smoking, so...
That's about as far as I would say the similarities go, because Dillard likes to show up and be a prick, but he likes to be a prick to us.
Right,
So,
I see.
Lucifer is just a prick to the world,
Yeah.
but is generally very pleasant to be around.
Did you guys not see what I did with 2020? Fuck's sake. Does this not answer any questions for you?
So Valkyrie Squabble, thank you very much, Lukey. Gosh. Frog G wanted to know, so he had to leave, but he wanted to leave this question for you. What is the best pizza topping and why is it pepperoni?
Wow. To answer that question, we need to remember that Lucifer is fucking pure evil. And that's why I don't actually like pizza.
That is evil.
See? You don't get more fucking evil than that, do you?
Shae, refund us.
Anytime, Silver.
No, I don't. I want the print that I bought, so no.
I want the
Silver
naughty print that
I didn't buy. Silver wanted to make sure that you got his eternal gratitude because he had asked for a hardcover with a t-shirt tier, and then you made it, and so then he backed it.
Anytime,
So-
Silver. More than happy to do that. Like, I like listening to like what the readers want at the end of the day. I don't see what's so fucking bad about that, but some people, they really don't fucking like it. Whereas I think it's great. I think it's great. As long as like they don't start saying like, you know what? You should put a tier out there where we get your underwear. No, it's not happening. So please, Mum, stop asking.
She
Boop
just
Dan
wants
is
to make sure that it doesn't have holes in it because she's been sending you all that underwear money
And
for
it
all
still
these
has
years.
his name in the back.
Yes.
Boop Dan, you are no longer welcome on this channel.
You can't wait. We can't say that though. We can't say that because brother.
Leah is welcome on this channel. Boop
Yeah,
Dan is
but
not.
Luke, you said the same thing. Shut up, Luke. No, you don't. I refuse to believe any of this. You are all lying to me right now.
Death Metal Hero, I swear I've seen some of his videos and they were fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh, Luke's awesome. Luke does the sing along of Doom,
Yes.
where he growl sings a bunch of metal songs and then sometimes not metal songs because
Yeah,
fucking
I tried to
brilliant.
get him to do Puff the Magic Dragon this week.
he did. He did it, but then he forgot the lyrics.
Scroll up
Like-
and
Oh.
refresh.
Okay. I am a monkey. This is all I do. 3191.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We are getting there.
That's a list of 57 officially awesome people. Wise guys, how you doing, man?
I'm trying to figure out. Hold up. 3191. Oh, we are under 200 pounds away from
Just hover over the thing. It'll convert.
Shut up. Why are you such a dick? With your logic. Who asked you for your logic?
It's at 23.24. Great British pounds.
Yes, I see that now. The amount that I hate you. Anyway, we are under 200 pounds away.
Oh. It happened.
You know, it's been a stressful week, and this really, the tension is so much better now. Shae's giving me the double bird from backstage.
And here we go.
Yeah. Yep. That happened.
I
Just
love the
'cause-
format of this show. It's fucking awesome.
Just because simple bitches can't math, I get the boot. Okay.
You get the double boot because you want to be an asshole about it. So fuck you.
And we're back to the Lucifer Storm show. So, oh no, it's back. I thought I was going to have to filibuster for a second there.
I want to point
Shae.
out.
I hit the button. Shae?
Lucifer did not say Alex is back. Lucifer said it's back. So
Well,
there you
same
go.
thing.
You are now an it. I hope that you're happy.
I'm just gonna punch you in the tit the next time I see you for all
Bring
the-
it on, you tiny little gremlin bitch.
I will fuck you up.
All
Anyway.
right. If there are any other questions for the awesome Lucifer Storm, please put them in the chat. You got a couple more minutes before we are gonna wrap. We just clicked over to the hour mark. And I'm telling you, we only have another 5 hours for us to get to that funding goal, and we could so do it. Like, I really want these fucking patches, guys.
He did say your time zone, but he didn't specify which your, because in my time zone, that's 8 more hours.
Shae's time zone. Shae's time zone.
Why did you have to bring it to his attention? We're supposed to end this stream and then go,
no,
by
no,
the way,
see,
it
the
was
deal
never
was
said
made.
live.
The deal was made. There's no takesies, no
as a
takesies,
Christian,
backsies.
I would just like to point out, Shae, that as a Christian, you've just made a deal with the devil.
I did. It's okay. I feel like I could take you if I had to. It'd be fine. I like how every time Past Master Dan comes on and I talk patches, I swear I can hear him groan. He's like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh, the funny part is, there are some DM groups, and I don't mean our members chat, but there are some DM groups that are like, I'm listening to the stream, and they're talking about patches again.
I don't give a fuck. Look, it's my damn stream. I'll talk about patches all I want, bitches.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Entertainment madness in topic list. Just listening to the stream, and it's about patches.
Yes, it is. I want my patches for Lady Satan. Fuck you guys. Past Master Dan wants to know, do you have any mainstream aspirations?
If you mean mainstream, like by trying to get to like Marvel or DC, fuck no. Just fuck no. On like the smaller scale, yeah, sure. You know, I would really like to work with Volturna because like I know quite a lot of the guys there and they're all fucking awesome and stuff. But you know, I'm quite happy to do it by myself as long as I can. But no, like I don't. DC and Marvel, they just wouldn't work for me. Like, imagine me handing in a script and they're like, "You did what to Harley Quinn? You sick son of a bitch! Get the fuck out of our offices!"
It's like, it had to happen. The Joker
Yeah.
is sadistic.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why people think he's a good guy. He's not. He's bad. He's very bad. Bad man.
But like, no. I mean, like, obviously, there's an exception to the rule. Like, if Marvel called me up and said, "Hey, do you want to work on Doctor Strange or Fantastic Four?" I would be all over it like a rash, and they would fire me in 5 minutes once they hear my pitch. But I'd at least like to give it a fucking go. But beyond that, no mainstream aspirations.
That's-
Like the indie scene's where it's at the moment.
It is. And I know I saw earlier from Past Master Dan, he wanted to know, do you consider yourself CG?
Right, I don't consider myself CG, but I love the guys in CG and CG UK. Right, like I know people from all over the place. I try to be like the living embodiment of Switzerland. I'm completely fucking neutral.
Okay, so let me just be specific because so many people hang up on the moniker of CG. So
Yeah.
Here's what it means to me, and if the audience doesn't agree, well, you know, there's an X right up on your browser.
Wow. I'm sorry. Did you just tell our audience that they could fuck off?
If they don't agree that this should be what CG is about, do you respect your customers, Lucifer?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you
Like without the customers, I'm not here. So
Exactly.
yes, they are fucking royalty in my eyes.
do you believe in providing a quality product?
Damn fucking straight. Good is the enemy of great.
So, do you also believe in not ramming your political or ideological bullshit down other people's throats and just making a comic that's a comic?
I make comics, not propaganda. So yes, I do
Thank
not
you.
agree with forcing political ideology down anyone's throats. The furthest I will go is fuck censorship, fuck cancel culture, and
Right.
fuck gatekeeping.
Yes.
And
So
all of
those
that is
three
legit.
tenets are what Comicsgate originally was about,
Yes.
and that's the definition I stick to.
Same.
So as long as you meet that, you meet my definition of CG, whatever you call yourself, and so you're good on the show.
See, and here's what I love is because we bring people in from all over because, you know, we were actually just talking about this in our member circle. If we don't expand like the CG base, or at least the CG friendly base, like we will eventually dry up.
Yeah. Oh,
There's only
absolutely.
so much that we can do.
Yeah.
As a result, we bring on all kinds of people from all sorts of walks of life, provided that they hit those 3 tenets. If you're going to treat your customers with respect, you're going to give a good product, and you don't believe in ramrodding people with whatever your ideological belief is, like straight down their fucking throats. Awesome. Now, if you want to make a book that has a religious bend to it, by all means.
But market it as that. Don't
Exactly.
Absolutely. Like, fucking, I say, you make whatever book you want. You want to make a politically correct book, go ahead and make it. I hope it's good. I hope you fucking succeed. But when you don't come to me and try and cancel my fucking book, because it ain't going to happen. I will make my book come hell or high water. I won't interfere with you. Don't interfere with me.
Exactly. And that's the same way that we feel. So that is why we have as many people on as we possibly can. And I love meeting people that, you know, half the time I feel the same way, because when I start hearing people that are like, oh, CG means this, this, and this. And I was like, well, if that's what it means, then I ain't CG.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that's where you're going to go with it, I'm not CG then. And they're like, well, but you have a stream. And I was like, yeah, I have a show where Cy and I bring on good quality creators that have good quality products that treat their customer base well. And that's what we do. So
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put the caveat out there. Commie Mark is exempted because, you know, I mean, political ideology.
But here's the thing. At no point in time has Commie Mark ever been like, this is not about communist regime taking over. When he had Kim Il-sung in Best Korea, he was like, oh, this is a retelling where Korea wins and communist rules. And I was just like, all right.
I don't know. His latest comic, this is not Daredevil.
This is not Daredevil. Very clear.
We promise it's not Daredevil.
Not Daredevil. Exactly.
You should have seen Shae in the blue and red suit.
Dude, I sewed that shit together. I made a hood with a mouth and oh my god.
Tell
Wally
him what you
said
saw
there
when you
is
went to
spot on.
Party City.
Yes, I love Wooly. Oh yeah, and then we go to Party City and I saw like the full zip things. I could have just bought 2 of them and sewn them together, and instead I had like shirts, and then I had to take the other half and make a hood and get it to fit. It was a whole fucking thing. It was ridiculous. There was another couple questions that I saw that I wanted to make sure that we hit. But we are going to wrap up pretty quick here.
Not cash grab. Yeah.
Not cash grab. Oh my gosh.
Wait, that means it's a real comic if it's not a cash grab.
Do you know how many people have threatened Cecil, like, I swear to fuck if I get a comic? And I was like, but wait, I want the comic though. I was like, yes, I can't be mad if I don't get it, because you did fully say for the entirety of this that we're never getting a comic. But I've seen some of the pages, so like, there is a comic. I would like to get it.
There's enough of a comic to trick people into buying it.
Right. He's like, oh, that's just the same like 5 pages. Just creative editing. All right, I can't see any other questions. I do know that Silver was asking about what the deal was, so I'm just throwing that up on the screen. So if anybody hasn't backed it and you want to help us get patches, because I strong-armed Lucifer into agreeing to this, do this before midnight my time. So a little under 5 hours.
Yep.
We are...
I'll make that patch not an add-on. I will make it part of the first stretch goal.
Woo! That's
Yay.
awesome. Let's do it. I'm excited. So we're less than 200 pounds away from that. That is not difficult. And we have 5 hours to do it. I wholeheartedly feel like this is not going to be an issue for us. So please, if you haven't backed it, go and back it. Do what I did. Use a credit card that was paid down just enough. Whatever you got to do. Shut up. I actually went to my bank account and was like, oh, I got enough for that. That's cool. All right. It's still. I'm not maxed. We're good.
Yeah.
It's fine. I got taxes coming at some point.
Yeah, until you need food, it's cool.
We'll worry about that bridge when we cross
Look,
it.
there's so much ramen in this household. Okay, it's totally cool. Don't.
I'm just saying, there's a PayPal link in the chat and down below.
There is a PayPal link if you want to keep me from starving, because I back too many things. Lucifer, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You've been an absolute fucking joy, man.
Anytime. This has been great.
This has been so much fun, and I know it's late for you, but I'm still gonna say, if you want to come hang out on Regen Cycle, 1000% welcome. It'll be in like an hour and a half.
By that point, I probably would have crashed, but thank you very much for the offer.
I just did see a question as my chat is infinitely scrolling as it tries to catch up. From Zachary about who your printer is for.
Yes, I did see that.
The option on Mix'em.
Yeah, so who is the person that's printing your hardcover? Because
if you don't mind sharing.
It's going to be Mixam.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Mixam over here have the option of doing the hardcover, and it's going to be it's not going to be glued binding, it's going to be sewn. So you should be able to open it just that little bit better and not have to worry about damaging the spine.
Oh, that is awesome. That is fucking fantastic. So, yeah, and if you need help trying to find other places, hit me up. And Alex and I talked to so many different creators. Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan! My main man, Ryan.
Yes.
This guy's a fucking legend. He's done a beautiful pencil sketch headshot of Lady Satan. And it's just
so cool.
Mwah, absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to try my hand at hopefully not a shitty watercolor piece. So we'll see. Look at you making me big again just so people can... I'm just saying.
Wait, mask.
Oh, gosh.
Just hold it.
It's like a whole thing. Hold on.
Just hold it there. Oh. Look at her. Look at her. She is so ill-prepared.
Look at that.
This is me tricking her into not being able to talk.
Okay. That was quite the fucking production. I apologize.
See? And now we can barely hear her, so it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I'm good. We're fine.
All right. So, I guess I'm sending us out now?
Yeah, you're probably going to have to because I might die. And no, they're not smartphones. I legit went and got a respirator mask for this. So this is a functioning respirator mask. Also, with the amount of cosplay that I've been doing with painting, sanding, all this kind of varnish and shit, I was like, I should probably have one of these anyway. It would probably be good. I don't know.
That explains why she seemed a little bit high for all those streams.
Look, I'm just saying, when I did the mask that I wore yesterday, the spray varnish had just dried right before we went live.
Yeah.
So putting that on my face and about a quarter of an inch from my nose, little bit of a buzz. Super good. I will 1000%, just like Tori Unbound has said, I will wear this out just to freak people out. I'll go out like this and be like, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, oh no, you can't get mad at me. This 1000% is filtering shit.
Exactly.
It's filtering shit better than that little cloth piece of shit over my face. Come on now.
Yeah.
Wooly says he wears it to the supermarket.
Yes. And Silver, yes, I have actually needed a respirator mask for a couple of cosplays. I finally said fuck it and bought one. And I had to convince the guy to hold it behind the counter for me because he was like, oh, we can't keep these in stock right now. And I was like, can you just put it behind the counter, please? I swear I will be there before 5, I promise.
Lorsha, that's the look I'm going to be going for when I start appearing on screen. So, yeah.
This is I'm gonna put fake lashes on Alex, and then they're gonna wear the respirator mask, and that's gonna be it. Just be like, what's up?
Except I'm going to use lots of L wire, and I'll sell it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Anything else from the chat? Anything else from Lucifer?
Yeah. Any other last little parting shots?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Now this is what I was not prepared for. Guys, just remember, you never get an open mind by kicking people in the head.
No, but blessed be the silence.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys are terrible. Thank you guys so much in the chat for hanging out with us. You've been absolutely fucking stellar.
Hell yes.
One last check on the campaign I want to see. So we are at $31.91 US. We are under 200 pounds for us getting patches, and about 4.5 hours away from that being a reality. So
Yes.
I love
Yes.
you guys to death.
You guys are
It's a-
fucking awesome.
Tiny bit more of a push. Let's please get there. That would be so fucking amazing. Wise guys, just under 200 pounds for us to hit that goal.
And before we
So-
go, I just want to say, check out Wally's YouTube channel. I'll be joining him for a Team Dark live stream on Tuesday, and on Thursday we're doing Wally's horror show, and we're going to be interviewing Emma Dark. So come
I
and join
saw
in.
that shit. That is so exciting.
Yes, it's gonna be
And-
We
fun.
love Wooly.
Come back in an hour and a half, or how the fuck long is it till our next show?
And well, it'll be an hour,
An hour
and
and
then
5
it
minutes
opens
for our
up in
next
an
show.
hour and a half.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
see you in an hour, folks.
Fuck yeah! Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll catch you very shortly.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Bye.